the sacrifice of homework and its successes. You know, sometimes we do things not because we want to, but because we have to. I'm sure that we get up and we go to work every day, not really because we like what we do, but because we know that in the end there will be a reward, a check that will help us survive. And sometimes homework is that way. It's not that we really want to do it, but we know that there's a reward behind it. So I really want to bring in all these points to make it wholesome and understand it in a whole new level. Another one is making homework fun. You know, homework, sometimes people just, it dreads, that word dreads upon them. But truly, it can be fun. We can have games. We can do all kinds of creative things and be learning at the same time. As a private school, we're allowed one educational field trip a month. I take advantage of that. I take the kids and I say, today, you know, we're going to go learn this in the outside world. How can we apply it? And I feel that it's very helpful. I'm very thankful for that. Sometimes we hit roadblocks. Is all this going somewhere? Well, when we see the progress, even if it's little, it's progress. We have to teach our students that, you know, we're not going to be successful in everything, but even if there's a little bit of progress, then it's worth everything. One of my lessons is victory is mine. Yes, I'm an advocate and not a victim. I'm going to be sharing my personal journey through my education in that one, and my ups and my downs. And you know, there were some teachers that didn't believe in me as a kid, and there were some that they saw me at my worst and they said, you know what, I know you can. And so I think all these things are important. Investing in their future, coming in and doing all the things that the teachers ask. We don't do it because we want to bother them. We do it because we know it's for their educational benefit. And at the end, we'd have a celebratory party, awards and all that shebang, to make them feel very proud that they stuck to this and that they did it, and to show them at the end how successful they really were. Excuse me. The assessment, my triangulation, a pre and post intervention study, a survey, that asked them questions about how they feel about school and how they feel about homework and all those little things. And then at the end, I'd give them that same survey, and hopefully their mentality, their attitude, their spirit about it will change to something positive. I will be doing uninterrupted observations. After my lesson, they will have exercises where I can walk through the parents how to do the homework with their student, and then I'd be watching them actually do it so that the parent and the student can have some kind of time, and I can observe if there's a relationship there, if it's hard for some parents, maybe some subjects are harder than others. I just want to get a feel of why is it that we're having such a challenge in this part of their education. I will be doing observations, and then at the end I want to have conferences, interviews start. I want to sit down and talk to the parents and the students. How did you feel about this? Was this good? And you know, there's all kinds of benefits that can come from this. In conclusion, the significance of this research project for me, it's the beginning of a transformative teaching journey. I knew about action research, I'd read about it, but it's not until you do something that you actually see the benefit of it. I've gotten this far. I'm definitely going to implement it fall of 2019. I'm looking forward to it, but now in my mind I have this seed, if I don't like an action, I can actually do something about it. I know the steps, and that way we can have a better outcome. What are the limitations? Well, inherent to every action research project, my students, my school, my atmosphere, my city is an inherent limitation, because this may not work very well in other parts of even San Diego. But I think that the greatest limitation is the kind of students that I serve. My package is tailored to fit a select few. These are for families that are heavily involved in ministry, whether it's evangelists, missionaries that travel, that have busy weekends. Our school's Monday through Thursday because Fridays are really busy for us. Sundays, extremely busy. It's a work day for us. And I say us because I'm involved in ministry as well. So Monday, we're coming in tired. We don't take a Sunday rest day. Sundays aren't what other people think of as Sundays. So, you know, that's a limitation. Our lifestyle is different. My self-transformation experience. This action research process can be applied to many areas of my life to improve the outcomes of my actions. I feel that this cycle of learning is very helpful, and it really puts a lot of things into perspective. Well, if I don't like how this is coming, well, what can I do? Let me go back. And what can I do to change the outcome? So I think it's very important. And what would be my next steps? Well, after successful implementation of my curriculum package, I plan to continue this action research process throughout my educational journey. I'm sure each year will present a new set of students and a new set of challenges, but at the very least, I have a foundation of how I can try to achieve better results. And keeping the action research process alive as a part of my teaching practice, it will hopefully ease many frustrations and dead ends in the classroom. As educators, we always meet challenges and roadblocks. But you know what? We're not alone. And I know that if we were to do this action research process over and over again, even if it's in our minds, perhaps it's not a 100-page paper or a presentation like a TED Talk, but even if it's in our minds, we'll know how to handle them. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.